All right, so bear with me. It's hot, and I'll try to get through this. They were nice enough to bring me a. Let me back up here. Look, I got an umbrella that they brought me out. I thought that's pretty neat because they got me stuck out here in the street, and they gave me a fan. That's not mine, but that's pretty cool. Works well. So this thing's a mess. I did not come here for this. I came here for a Ford no start, and unfortunately I got it fixed quick. And he went, "Oh, good. I got another one for you. Here's another no start, 2011 Acadia." I get in the car, and I did not do this. It's kind of the point of the video. Sometimes we go too far. Unnecessary tear down, right? We want to be fast, concise, and least intrusive as possible. This was real intrusive. So let me just go back for a second. And I will tell you, I went in and had, I'm not going to do it right now. Well, maybe I will. I'll go back. I had a B1380 in the body control module. So when I go into body control, try to stay focused. I go into body control. I go into power mode. B1380 indicates a power mode issue. My ignition run crank was inactive. And oh, what? Yeah, I'm doing a video on your car. I'm gonna tell everybody what you did.
No, I did nothing.
Say hi, Josue.
Hey, how are you?
So the ignition run crank was inactive, which means a power mode issue. So they want you to, if you go through test procedure, they tell you check feed at the ignition switch and then go back to the power mode fuse. I went, you know what? Let's just go to power mode fuse under there. I'm not gonna go under there, but I will. Can I? Will I? Hold on. Can I? No, I'm on the wrong diagram. There's a 2 amp fuse in the power mode spot, and I can tell you they had it in the wrong spot. Apparently the owner was playing with his own, trying to fix his own problem. He moved the 2 amp fuse over to the spare spot, and there was nothing in where there should have been a 2 amp fuse. I moved it back. I got power. My immobilizer light that was on went out. I also noticed, I kind of fixed it now, but see how the P is circled? When I first got in it, there was no indication of what gear it was in. It was all blank. So that was my first tip off. Plus I had an immobilizer light. Turned out we had 2 separate problems. We had the original problem and the one that the car owner tried to fix and created a secondary issue. We call those TIDs, tech installed defects. So I put the 2 amp fuse back. My B1380 went out. My immobilizer light went out, but I still had no prindle. I'm running through this thing, so forgive me. This is no silver bullet. So for all you are going to bash in the comments, well, where's the answer? This isn't about the answer. It's about process. Be lazy. Sit. It's hot. It's okay to be a little lazy and sit in the seat and just look at data for a few minutes and not do all of this mess here, right? So I noticed this went back to active. Cool. I noticed when I cranked the key, my modes that say went from run to crank. I had all my signals that say, hey, yep, we're going to try to start the car, but nothing happened, and I still had no prindle. I go back. I still haven't taken a tool out yet. I'm not patting myself on the back for those who go, oh, big shot. No, I've learned from some of the best. This isn't me. I'm an idiot. If I could do this, anybody can, in the words of Eric O, right? So I'm still being lazy. I go into live data. I go into shift. I hope that's focused. I go into focus. I go into, in case you didn't see, because it might have been out of focus, see shift. I go into shift. Oh, go get him. That's got to be hot today, right? That. I go to, let's scroll down. Stay focused, stay focused. I go here to the internal mode selector. That's the IMS. No, they don't necessarily tell, well, it will tell you it's in park, but it does it in a different language, probably different switches. So there's 4 switches, and they'll cycle depending on what gear you're in. When I got in here, that said park/reverse, and that said low, low, high, low. Now, I'm not that smart. I don't know what they mean. So I got to go back to the diagram, which tells you low, low, high, low means park, reverse, focus. That means it's in between park and reverse. The car's still not running. I put my foot on the brake and I grab the shift lever and I push it back and forth. And as I do that, come on. As I push it, this goes from park reverse to reverse, and that switches to something. It switched to low, low, high, high. I feel like I'm in Hawaii. Aloha, aloha. Low, low, high, high. So low, low, high, high, went to reverse. I shoved it back forward. I pushed it up, and it went park reverse, and accordingly the switches matched. I couldn't get actual park. I said, well, that's my problem, because if we look at a diagram, you know, if you want to go one step further, we clearly look at a diagram, and not that diagram, we go to this diagram, and we see that the starter relay, the coil side of it, gets grounded through the transmission module. It's looking for park, and it won't ground it because it's not in park. So that's why I'm not even going to mess with the starter relay. I'm not going to check any of this. I don't care. I know my problem's here. My prindle's not lit. My selector's not in the right position. I'm going to come out here. Oh, let's come outside. It's about 400 degrees out here. Hold on. I get underneath the hood, and that grommet right there on the shift lever is broken. I don't know if I can do this because the hood don't work, but if you can see my hand, focus, not that way. It's hard to, this is actually broken. There's no grommet left on here, which is why it wasn't in park. I pulled the lever back into park. All my indicators inside went back to where they're supposed to be. My IMS went back to where it's supposed to be, and the car started. So all of this, here in a nutshell, all of this for nothing. Hit a broken grommet on the shift cable. People get ahead of themselves. Don't. I get it. We want to start taking things apart and start poking and prodding, but don't. Car's running. He's going to put a grommet on the shift lever, and we're going to get out of here. And I'm going to go get cooled off a little bit. Stay cool.